Hello everyone, welcome to my video. In this video, I'm going to talk about conversion in Python coding, especially how to convert a number between integer and float. Previously, we talked about numbers in Python coding. There are two types of numbers. One is integer, the other one is float. Okay, so let's imagine I created a variable called wolf. And actually I assign a value of integer 10 to this variable wolf. And it's a new variable because it has never appeared before. So it's brand new here in my coding. So I want to do some operation. First, I can float this variable. Float means that we can transform this number into a float. And we can also do integer. We can use int function to transform this existing variable into an integer value. We can also round it. So let's round all three together and see what kind of output we're going to get. The first one here, when we float it, the value 10 becomes 10.0. And we do integer because the existing value of wolf is 10. It's an integer. So when we do integer it becomes 10. It still remains as 10. And when we do rounding, because the original value of wolf is 10, so when we round it, we still get 10. So let me change the value of wolf to 10.5. Let's see what's going to happen here. So when the value of wolf becomes 10.5, when we float it, it's still going to be 10.5 because the original value of wolf is a float. And when we do integer, and you can see that when we use int function to transform the value of wolf into an integer, only the integer part of this value has been retained. So that's why we got 10 here. And when we round this value, you can see that 10.5 is rounded to 10. What if we assign 10.6 to this wolf variable? Let's see what's going to happen here. So when the value of wolf is 10.6, when we float it, 10.6 still going to be 10.6. But when we do integer, we want to transform the value into an integer. It becomes 10 because only the integer part of this float value has been retained. And we want to round it, and 10.6 will be rounded to 11 this time. But be aware when we actually apply float, integer, round functions, the original value of wolf has never been touched. Let me show you here. If I print out wolf, the value of wolf here, it's still going to be 10.6 because always print out functions will not change the original value of wolf. But if you want to update the value of wolf by using float, integer, round function, what you can do is that, let me just comment out each line here. So if you want to update the wolf value, what you can do, for example, if the current value of wolf is 10.6, it's a float, and you want to transform it into an integer, what you can do is that you use this integer function, put wolf inside, and this is the value we want to assign to the existing variable wolf to update it. So we can just type wolf, and we assign this integer wolf value to the existing variable wolf. And now when you print out the value of wolf again, it will become 10. So in this way, you can update the existing variable called wolf. Okay, so what if I put round here? I want to use the round value of wolf to update this wolf variable and print out the updated value of wolf, the latest value of wolf. Let's run this one. See, now you got 11, which means that the value of wolf has been updated to 11. Okay, so let's see here. If I assign a value of 10 to wolf, and I can use the float value of wolf and use the whole part on the right side to assign this value to the variable called wolf because it's an existing variable. It has appeared before here, right? Before in this line. So when you assign another value to an old variable, you're just going to update the value of that variable. And when you print out wolf, the value of wolf will become now 10.8 because it has been updated to reflect the float value of it. So that's how we can use float, integer, and round function to do the conversion, and also how to use those three functions to update an existing variable. Thank you for watching.